Hello. Testing. There we go. Once again, streaming just on a whim. So if there's any technical issues, please let me know in the comments. If you're unable to hear me, anything like that. It is 3:30 on the East Coast, 1:30 in Fruitland, Idaho right now. There's been a lot of movement in the Michael Vaughan case, as you guys know, if you've been following it over the last few days. For those of you who are unaware, police and law enforcement, multiple agencies have been searching the backyard of a house just around the corner from where Michael Vaughan went missing on July 27th, 2021. Good to see you guys all in here. Definitely tap that like button on the way in so we can get the YouTube algorithm to agree and push this out to more of the people that are subscribed to this channel. But I want to quickly go in. Alexandra Dugan is one of the reporters from the Boise station KTVB. She is obviously her job is to report on multiple things, but she is currently in Fruitland today, and we're going to tune into this quick update. Let's just see what that should be the most recent update. She's heading to the courthouse right now. Somebody has been arrested by the name of Sarah Wandra, an occupant of the home, had knowledge of Michael's death and failed to report it. The credible lead came from someone inside the home. So, from someone else inside the home. So this is the person that I'm thinking is inside the home that gave the tip, or somebody else gave the tip. But this is the person that they're thinking knew of Michael's death and failed to report it, rather. So let's listen to Alexandra Dugan real quick. I know she submitted to try to get access to the courtroom. We'll see if she's able to get that. It's currently 1:30 in Idaho, so the arraignment is scheduled for right now. So we'll be live here over the next, I don't know how long, hopefully with an update. But this is both terrible, awful, disturbing news and also good news. I don't know. It's one of those things. It's never good when you followed a case for this long and you want, obviously, the best outcome, which is to find the person alive. But this is serious movement in the case. All right, I'm going to play this video and then we'll continue on. Thanks for joining, guys. Hopefully you guys are having a decent Monday. Good to see you all. I see you all in the chat. Good to see you.
All right, so I just finished a live shot, at which time I came back and Huff said he was willing to give us an update, because as everyone else and we all have known, it looks to be like someone in the house, Sarah Wandra, an occupant of the home, was just charged with failure to report a death, and her arraignment is at 1:30 today, and I will be there for one. And for two, Huff said that the credible tip or lead was that someone in the home, it came from someone in the home that they're currently excavating, and that led them to Sarah Wandra, and they charged her with failure to report a death, and they believe that she may have had knowledge of Michael's death and did not report it. Straight from Fruitland Police Chief J.D. Huff.
Sorry guys, the connection's a little bit weird. Clearly she's out reporting out and about, so she doesn't have the best connection ever, but let's let this load here.
Excuse me. Sarah's arraignment at 1:30 in Payette County. She is being held at the Payette County Jail, according to Chief Huff. And this was all just confirmed by him just now. This is a big development. And we probably will have more for you. There's more, there will probably be more information in court today, hopefully. But we also filed a camera request to film in court, but we have not received a response. I don't know. This is, again, the credible tip came from someone inside the home. And that Sarah Wondra failed to report a death. Chief Huff said that, they were investigating and that they believe that she failed to report the death of Michael. And they are still out there looking for his possible remains. Yeah, this is a really big development. Also, side note, we know the names of the students who were killed at University of Idaho.
So she's reporting on some other things. There was a situation at the University of Idaho that she's referring to. But yeah, that portion of the video is over. Huge shift in the case. I see your guys' comments. So sad. How could you live with that? Good to see you, Saleo, VC, Vivian. I don't know. I don't know what this says either about the case. It's one of those things where failure to report a death. Okay, does that mean that she was involved directly with the disappearance and ultimately the death of Michael Vaughan? If that's the actual end to this, the conclusion to this story, what does this mean? Who else, likely knew about this situation? If the credible tip was from somebody besides Sarah to lead them to the backyard. And I see who was asking me, someone was asking, Lisa says, any updates since they began searching? I don't believe so. Apparently the garden is the thing that's being searched. These are actual photos from behind the house here. I don't think there's any real updates. I was going to make a video last night going through Chief Huff's kind of press briefing or whatever you want to call it last night. It was kind of an official / unofficial briefing after their second day of searching, where he essentially said their intentions were to dig 3 to 4 feet in depth throughout the entire backyard if needed. And so they clearly have what I keep saying is a credible lead, some sort of information that is, they're confident that they are looking in the right place and that they'll do everything they can to go through the entire backyard. Angela, oh my good grief, another garden. Yeah. Very disappointing this information has been held onto for so long unless a person just had the info revealed to them. Exactly. What does this mean, right? And that regardless, I think both scenarios, play into the idea that likely more than just one person, well, clearly it seems like 2 people knew about this, or like Alicia was just saying, unless the person just had the info revealed to them. So maybe Sarah Wondra, which once again, guys, this person has not had their time in court. I don't know the details around this. This is all super new information, but this is speculation at this point. If Sarah Wondra is the sole person, at least in this, that knew of Michael's death, knowledge of Michael's death, and then somebody that was living with her or somebody that knew her is the one that gave the actual credible tip, they would, of course, then become the second person to know. But it's like, how long have they known? Or what caused the tip to eventually come in? And it just makes you wonder. Fruitland is not a massive city. Let me look up the population of Fruitland, Idaho. I feel like we looked this up when we first streamed about the Michael Vaughan case. Fruitland, Idaho, population 6,400. That seems small. There's a bigger city nearby. I think it's the Ontario. Well, Boise's down here. Ontario, Oregon, which is just across the border, is kind of the bigger city that I guess you could connect them to some degree, because it's one big metropolitan kind of area. So that mixed with Ontario, let's see how big Ontario is. 11,000 in Ontario. Sorry, my screen's all over the place. 11,000 and then 6,000. So yeah, less than 20,000 people kind of in this metropolitan area. That's a relatively small town, right? So it makes you wonder, did Michael's parents, did anyone in Michael's family, did anybody connected to Michael Vaughan know Sarah Wondra or any of the people connected to Sarah Wondra? They obviously lived super close to each other. If you guys are familiar, or if you're just jumping in, Michael Vaughan went missing in July of 2021, somewhere down here, he was last seen near Southwest 9th Street, where he lived, and the home in which they are speculating that he might be, is, as the crow flies, 1,300 feet from his house, from where he was last seen. It's half a mile if you actually go through the roads. It'd be like turning once right, once left, once right, left, and left down here. I mean, it's like a couple of right-hand turns and a few left-hand turns, and you're at this location. So it's like not to say that there's, I mean, that's a weird deal. That'd be like if Summer Wells was found at Jody Sue's house where Jody Sue lived. I mean, it would be like, wait, what? You know what I mean? So this is, and I know I'm crossing cases here, or that'd be like if Brian Laundrie was actually hiding in the garden, for those of you who followed the Brian Laundrie case. So yeah, the houses are super close. So that's where we're at right now. I figured I'd hop on and do a quick live stream. I know it's Monday afternoon, but thank you to 234 people that are here joining. This is not how I expected this case to end up. And I'll be honest, there's going to be, just like the Delphi case, so many things that come out around this case that are going to probably shock people, just because I don't think we're just scratching the surface, I think. So, Alicia, how does somebody potentially dig a 3 to 4 foot deep hole in a backyard in a residential neighborhood and have nobody notice? At night, I assume. Yeah, probably at night, I would assume. But at the same time, I dug some weird holes and did some stuff in my parents' backyard growing up that, well, come to think of it, my neighbors probably were definitely watching. So yeah, I would assume that they probably did that at night, or if it's true that the people next door own this house, maybe there's somebody, I don't know. Maybe no one was living in this house, or who's to say? But anyways, yes, tap that thumbs up button. We almost have 100 likes in the chat. Like I said, it's always weird asking people to like a video, especially a video about a child potentially being found in a missing case like this, but it helps the YouTube algorithm send the video out to more people, so more people can come together in the chat and talk about it, and talk about how this happened. That's going to be another thing. Like, how did they miss this, right? I mean, there's a whole list of questions that I'm sure people have. Let me read some of your guys' comments quickly before I do that. I'm going to go through, this is the video from earlier today, that they were still at the home searching, digging, and retrieving this dirt. They're basically taking the dirt to an off-site location, is what Huff said in yesterday's press conference, to be examined. I mean, they've got multiple pieces of heavy machinery at this location. And it makes me also wonder, if this person knows of his death, does she know the details of where he's at? Because they could likely pinpoint it a little bit easier by, having whoever this is, or if Sarah is the one that knows where he's at, she could give exact details. I don't know if she is a suspect in this case, Buckwild. I don't want to go out and say she's a suspect on the case, but what I'm reading right now is that an occupant of the home named Sarah Wandra has been arrested. Let me make sure. Fruitland police confirmed the credible lead. There was something I was seeing that she was charged. I believe she's been charged with knowing. I don't know what the exact charges are, but let's. Sorry, I could have swore it said somebody was arrested, and I want to get that right. One second. Let me. I also want to refresh Alexandra's Twitter, because, like I said, she's been the one, boots on the ground, covering this story. They have been approved to photograph and record the proceeding as well. So this is good. I thought the proceeding was supposed to take place at 1:30. So let me make sure that WGVB or KTVB, sorry. KTVB. Let me make sure that they're not live streaming this somewhere where we can watch it. Yeah, woman arrested. Okay, so KTVB has tweeted 32 minutes ago, woman arrested in connection. So who was it? Sage? Who was it that was asking? Sage? Somebody was asking if she is a suspect. I imagine probably, but she's been arrested in connection. So at the very least. All right, let's see here. I'm gonna go to their Facebook page as well, but I'm gonna go to their. Nope. Yep, this is their site. I don't have the mobile app. Okay. Did I just click on the mobile app? Oh yeah, not that. I need to go to ktvb.com. Let's see what this. Oh, that's so loud. Ads here.
Is day 3 of the total.
Yeah, okay, so this is from today. All right.
Excavation happening in the backyard of a Fruitland home. Michael went missing from his neighborhood in Fruitland in July of 2021. He was just 5 years old at the time. We have a map to show you of the area. You can see the home police are searching in proximity to where Michael's home is as we zoom in on this map. It's only about 4 minutes away. News Channel 7 investigative reporter Alexandra Duggan has been following the developments through the weekend. She joins us now with the latest. Alex?
Doug, the newest information I just received from Fruitland Police Chief J.D. Huff is that the house that they're excavating behind me was currently occupied at the time of Michael's disappearance. Huff said the people who live there do not own the home and there is no connection to the Vaughan family as he is aware right now. And we're still waiting from confirmation by law enforcement with more information about the people who live in the home. And we've been out here for 3 days now, morning and night, as crews continue to excavate the backyard looking for Michael Monkey Vaughan's remains. He disappeared back in July in the summer of 2021. And, you know, Huff said that this case is extremely hard for investigators. They're very emotionally attached to this case, and they're out there digging up the yard with backhoes. They've cut down a tree. They've cut down a fence. They're back there digging up this backyard right now. They've excavated a lot of dirt. The dirt is going off-site to another area so that they can sift through the dirt and then analyze it. And, you know, the backhoe does not contaminate any evidence that may be there, Huff told me, but that it's currently just taking layers and layers away so they can get in there with shovels and brushes in case there is evidence within that backyard. And it is unknown how long they will be out here today, but we will continue to keep you updated with the latest. Back to you, Doug.
Okay, so that was clearly like their most recent update at 1 p.m. Eastern, published at 1 p.m. Eastern, prior to this new information coming out of the arrest of Sarah Wandra, which once again, she's in connection to the disappearance and death of Michael Vaughan. Nobody has been charged with death yet. Nella just said that as well. Lene says there are too many questions. Yeah, there's tons of questions right now, but just like in any case, when there's new information and something breaking like this, we're going to have questions immediately, and we have to be... I hear something on my headphones. I think one of these videos is playing. Okay, yeah, it was a link that was playing still. We have to be patient, just like the Delphi case. I mean, things are going to be moving quickly once they start moving at all. And I feel like they aren't going to give anything out yet in the Delphi case. Obviously, that's an example. But it's like the snowball effect, right? Once, like with the Delphi case, the probable cause comes out, then people will have more to go off of and speculate. And we'll have that with this case too. But I think... From the perspective of people that follow true crime cases, missing persons cases, things like that, I just want to reiterate the situation that somebody has likely gotten to a point where answers are going to be they're going to have their answers, their questions answered. And like, this is a family of people that have likely lost their son, brother, whatever it may be. And so as much as we are like wanting, we're interested in these stories because we're interested in like what leads people to do this and how can we prevent these things, all that. We need to be patient and understand that the answers will come eventually. And let's just try to be kind of like respectful to, I'm not calling anybody out in the chat at all, but I find myself doing this as well, where I'm just like, what the heck? Why isn't this out already? Like, I deserve to know. And it's not, it's one of those things. We obviously are very interested in it and we want to know. And I assume the city of Fruitland is very intrigued and would like to know how something like this happened as well. But in due time, right? In due time. So let's just see. I didn't say hi to anybody that came in the chat, by the way, but I see a lot of you. I'll go through and say hey right now to some of the people in the chat. Sage, I question everything. Good to see you. Juicy, good to see you. Nella, one man's trash. I can't understand why they're digging up the whole yard. If someone knows he is back there, shouldn't they have an idea of where he is? Well, that's the thing. If this person has been arrested in connection to the crime, they may not be saying anything, right? This person could be waiting for representation, waiting for a lawyer, whatever it may be. This person may not even be technically responsible for the death of Michael Vaughan. We have to remember that as well. Just because they're arrested in connection, what they seem to be arrested for right now is knowing that a death had occurred and not reporting it or something along those lines. But that doesn't mean that this person is actually responsible for the death of Michael Vaughan. So this person might not even know the location. But I agree with you. I feel like it's like you would almost want to just like set them down and interrogate the crap out of them and be like, where is he? If they have reason to believe that they know. So I completely agree. It's like, come on. But they've got to go through their process, right? So yeah, they may not be, she may not be speaking at all. Who's to say? Let's see. It's not contaminating evidence. I feel like they must know exactly where it is. That's another good point, Alicia. They may know a specific, or they may have a specific targeted area that they're searching, but they're doing a job that is very, they want to do a solid job, and do justice to the case and not just start digging, recklessly, to potentially ruin evidence. The guy is already in jail since the spring. She's arrested for something of a body. Oh. Indy, good to see you. She was charged with knowledge of / not reporting the death. Yep, that's what it sounds like. Lene, there are too many questions. Exactly. We talked about that a little bit. Michelle, thank you for jumping on this for us, Aaron. Much appreciated. Well, thank you guys for jumping in with me. Like I said, as I continue to work on my project on the side, I want to be able to hop in and start doing more of these YouTube live streams, YouTube videos, those kinds of things. And so part of it is just doing it, right? And so when this new kind of development came out, I was just like, you know what, let's hop on, do a quick stream, and then we can, we'll come back to it once we have more information. But I figured I'd at least go live during the arraignment. I mean, we're going to have news likely soon, even if they're not live streaming anything from the courtroom. Jay Leno, good to hear that Jay Leno's okay. It sounds like he got into some serious gas fire burns. Very random. So yeah, let's go back to the Twitter page from the reporter on scene. Alexandra, see if she's tweeted anything from the courtroom or anything now that it is. Oh, here we are. Hi all, you cannot watch the arraignment live. I will be providing updates here. We'll upload a video after the fact later today. So one person's already commented there was a motion filed to temporarily seal her records. Idaho showed it. Idaho Repository showed it. Has she had her arraignment yet, or was it that motion filed? Sneezing, excuse me. So yeah, I don't know what's going on. It looks like they had approval to record at the courtroom or the courthouse. Maybe that's just for their, post arraignment segments that they're going to be doing, but it doesn't look like they're able to do any live streaming of the arraignment. That's another thing. It's like they're probably doing everything they can. This is such Boise, Idaho is not a massive city. And this is such a short notice thing that getting a crew out there to set up the live stream, do those kinds of things, I'm sure it's a bit more of a heavy lift. If they had more notice, they probably would have had some sort of a live stream from there if it was allowed. But it sounds like she's going to be tweeting updates. So I'm going to keep Alexandra's Twitter page open and ready, and I'll continue to read some of your guys' comments. Maybe we will look into the Facebook page of Sarah Wandra. I hesitate to do that to some degree because I don't want to dive into somebody's personal stuff without knowing exactly what the charges are or anything like that. But it sounds like she is charged in connection to the case, and she seemed to know more than what she's let on. So it's like we can preface the whole thing by at least saying we don't, this person is not guilty for the crime, but it sounds like they're guilty of something. So maybe we'll dive into the Facebook page, if there is one, of Sarah. But let me read some more of your guys' comments while we wait for updates from the courtroom. I cannot understand why they're digging up the whole yard. We got that. She's arrested with connection. Too many questions. They're both locked up. Little one's going missing is so heartbreaking. Ray, absolutely. Failure to report a death. Good to see you, Michael. Nella, broken heart, absolutely. Sword of the Spirit, yes, she and her husband are suspects. Where'd you see that at? Did you see that somebody actually said that they're proper suspects at this point? 385 people in here, by the way, 160 likes. If everybody could collectively, who hasn't already, tap that like button either with your finger on your iPad or whatever you're watching on, or with your mouse on your computer, that would be fantastic. If you're watching on a TV or a smart TV device like that, it's a little bit harder to hit the like button, so don't worry about it. But thank you to those who have already, and thank you for being here. I am just baffled because, like I said, the biggest thing to me, if this was New York City, right? Let's just look at the map. Like I said, 1,300 feet away, right? That's how far away, as the crow flies, from where he went missing to where they were found, or where they are searching currently. Let's just zoom in on New York. Let's measure the distance from the One World Trade Center right here to, I don't know, let's just say this building over here. That's 3,000 feet. So let's just go to 1,300 feet, which is roughly here, right? So when you look at it like this, it's like 3 city blocks in New York City, right? That's how far they're searching as the crow flies from where he went missing. It's not far at all. Now, in New York City, if a crime occurred on this street, on West Street, and they found a body or they found some piece of evidence that led them to somewhere over here, on Broadway, 1,300 feet away, it would be less crazy to me to think, oh my gosh, they probably know this person, or there's a high likelihood of them knowing this person. Because look, it's New York City, and it's, you've got hundreds of thousands of people in Lower Manhattan, in just a few of these buildings, on just a few of these blocks, just living, right? And so it's such a different scenario. I know that's a weird example to give, but like Fruitland, Idaho, I can't get over the fact that it is a small city. Fruitland, Idaho is small. So the fact that this is such a small distance, such a short distance, I can't help but think, and not that everyone knows their neighbors, right? It's not like you know every single one of your neighbors if you live in a small town or a small neighborhood, but there's only a couple ways. There's only like one way into this neighborhood. They've likely gone and come across or crossed paths with these people in the last year and a half, or year and however many months it's been, year and 4 months, whatever it's been. It's been over a year, and I'm just waiting for more information to come out that connects the families in some way, or has some weird coincidence. Oh, they went to school with, her son went to school with this person. And there's going to be a story like that that's connected to the Michael Vaughan case when it's all said and done. And I think that makes these small town stories that much more, I don't know, kind of disturbing. It's weird. But yeah, that's certainly going to be the case at some point once more info comes out. I really just want to know if the family, if Brandy, if any of them know Sarah Wandra. Are they familiar with her? Let's read some of the Facebook comments. You never know who's commenting on these. Can't wrap my head around this. Evil. Oh, am I on full screen? No, I wasn't. There we go. No words at the moment, but tears are flowing. That poor sweet boy and his family. She knew she was going to get caught. What is this? This is her Facebook. So someone's saying, here, let me blow this up a little bit so you guys can read it. This person commented and said they knew she was going to get caught. If this is from her official Facebook, she says, one day when you see my picture, I hope you realize that Jesus is part of my life and he is the one making everything better. So when you see Jesus in me, despite who I am or who I have been, because I have not been very good to people in the past, that God is changing all of that. I hope to see you, to see your need for Jesus as well, because none of us can do it without him. So that was from April 5th. I don't know, April 5th of this year or last year. I guess it would have been the following April past the disappearance of Michael, but we could be reading into that a little bit too much, I will say. Sometimes people say things, there's a lot of people that have posts like this, and obviously in hindsight, looking back, if she is indeed connected to this in a large way, which it sounds like she is, that's going to be a cryptic message looking back on it. But she could have been referring to so many other things. Who knows? But it is an interesting screenshot nonetheless. Let's read some of these other comments. Just heartbreaking. How could anyone hurt a child? I mean, we don't know what she did yet. But I mean, still, to just not say anything and to have that knowledge, depending on how long she's had this knowledge. I mean, we just don't know. But it's sickening for sure. Thoughts and prayers to Little Monkey. None of us could imagine what they're living through. Yeah, I don't know if the family has. I don't think the family's made any sort of a public statement. I think I saw a video of Brandy, the mother, on somebody's live stream, but I wasn't able to see whether or not that was from recently, in the last several days with this case, or if it was from a previous incident with the case. But she was basically kind of going off and being, she was very frustrated. So but see, this is the whole, someone saying, I hope she's given a heavy sentence of punishment. I mean, I guess you can still be punished for knowing. I don't know if it'd be wrongful death. Like, what would it be? Not wrongful death. If she is charged for just this, I don't know if Kristen on Facebook is thinking that she is the one who did it. We just don't know that yet, guys. But yeah, I agree. It's pretty crazy. So they found him. I'm confused. Yeah, no, they haven't found him. Digging up her backyard. I wonder if she's renting. Is she renting from one of those previous tenants? I know somebody's comment came up talking about, in the last live stream, talking about Mallard Street, because we kept hearing, what is it, Red Wing Street? I was getting confused, but this is saying Mallard Street. But yet we kept hearing 1102 Red Wing. So I don't know. But this is the house for those of you who are just joining or need a refresher. I keep going back to Alexandra's Twitter page here, and I have not seen a new thread from her last one from Oh, no, here we go. 3 minutes ago. We are going through testimony from someone else on an unrelated matter, waiting for Wandra to appear. Okay, so I can stay live for a little bit if you guys would like me to, and we can react to the eventual news that Alexandra will tweet once she is able to give that information. Comment, stay live for another 30 minutes if you want me to stay live. I imagine we'll have some sort of news soon. I mean, we're only 30 minutes into this live stream, 35 minutes. So I can definitely stay and stay live for maybe an hour and see if we get any new information. Just let me know if you want me to. And if not, we'll go off. What is going on? Failure to report, Brandy. Oh, lips. Lips is throwing me off because it's all the emojis. I was like, what are all those red things? They're lips. Okay. Most people are not familiar with New York City, and the analogy isn't very good. Poor little guy. Cam, I get it. Yeah. I mean, I'm not even that familiar with New York City, but I was just basically saying, like, if it had happened in New York City, there's just so many people in New York City that you wouldn't be able to come to the potential conclusion right away that, oh, they might know them because it was so close. You know what I mean? So you could use really any large city for that matter. But, yeah. Okay. Stay live. Yes. Okay. All right, I can stay live for a little bit. Let's get the stream. We're at almost 500 people in here. We're at 224 likes. If you're watching on a device that allows you to click the like button, let's get everyone to do that all at the same time. Everyone click the like button, the thumbs up, and I will stay live. It'll help get the channel out there. Another thing, channel analytics. We are almost at 27,000 subscribers again. If you guys would like to hit the subscribe button, if you are enjoying this content, let me refresh. We may have actually hit it. No, 26,999. So somebody in here could also be the 27,000th subscriber. We were at 27,000 subscribers, and then I took a massive hiatus from YouTube. And then we dropped like 100 or 200, which is very common. And so we have in the last couple days built that back. It's very nice that some people are either resubscribing or we have new people. But yeah, there we go. We've hit 27,000 for the second time. And we will maybe go back down below that at some point if I continue to take little breaks here and there. But thank you guys for joining. Thank you for being the 27,000th subscriber, whoever you are. But yeah, okay. What is the update? Sorry, came in late, Cheryl. We are waiting right now on the arraignment of Sarah Wandra in Fruitland, Idaho. Sarah Wandra has been arrested with connection to the Michael Vaughan case for apparently knowing and having knowledge of Michael's death and failing to report it. The credible lead that the Fruitland Police Department had gone on over the last couple of days to start digging in the house, in the backyard of the house, near Michael Vaughan's house, came from somebody else inside the house. So this is the house that they're digging at right now. Sarah Wandra has now been arrested, and supposedly somebody else from inside the home is the one that called in the credible tip. So that's kind of the update. We're waiting. We have a reporter. There's a reporter out of Boise who has been covering the case, Alexandra Duggan, and she has been super awesome on staying up to date with everything. She's been the person that I've been following, but she is currently there at the courtroom waiting for Wandra to appear. So that's kind of the short of it, Cheryl. There's really not much else. No one has been charged in the death of Michael Vaughan, but it's a pretty big development overall, and I'm sure it'll just lead to that next big, release of information. I mean, we're going to have a lot more here very soon to go off of. So, all right, let me read some of your guys' comments. I'm going to play her video again for those who missed at the beginning of the live stream. Let me go ahead and make this a little smaller. This is a repeat for some of you who were here at the beginning. But this is kind of we're going to go through it again. And then we're going to go through Chief Huff's kind of impromptu press conference yesterday after their second day of digging. We'll watch that as well while we wait for the information to come in.
All right, so I just finished a live shot, at which time I came back and Huff said he was willing to give us an update, because as everyone else and we all have known, it looks to be like someone in the house, Sarah Wandra, an occupant of the home, was just charged with failure to report a death, and her arraignment is at 1:30 today, and I will be there for one. And for two, Huff said that the credible tip or lead was that someone in the home, it came from someone in the home that they're currently excavating, and that led them to Sarah Wandra, and they charged her with failure to report a death, and they believe that she may have had knowledge of Michael's death and did not report it. Straight from Fruitland Police Chief J.D. Huff. Sarah's arraignment at 1:30 in Payette County. She is being held at the Payette County Jail, according to Chief Huff. And this is all just confirmed by him just now. This is a big development, and we probably will have more for you. There's more. There will probably be more information in court today, hopefully. But we also filed a camera request to film in court, but we have not received a response. I don't know. This is, again, the credible tip came from someone inside the home, and that, Sarah Wandra failed to report a death. Chief Huff said that, they were investigating and that they believe that she failed to report the death of Michael. And they are still out there looking for his possible remains.
So that's basically it. She goes on to talk about another case or another story that she's currently following. This I just came across just now. It is a photo, I believe, of Sarah Wandra from Stacy Wandra's Facebook profile. At least that's what this Twitter page is claiming. And as you can see in the background here, if I zoom in, you can see on her fridge, or what appears to be her fridge, a flyer of Michael Vaughan. So pretty disturbing if it all ends up coming out that she was aware this entire time. Once again, we don't know the entire details of the case. This is a new development entirely, but this is like a similar thing to the Delphi situation where Richard Allen, who has been arrested in connection to the Delphi murders, he's actually been arrested on 2 counts of murder. They have not released the probable cause, but yeah, photos have come out of Richard Allen now with the actual photos of Abby and Libby behind him at times, and it's just like, that is crazy. So once we know more about who Sarah Wandra is, that'll make that photo a little bit more, we'll get to see a little bit more about what that could mean. I mean, she may not have known at that point, we just don't know. But another thing, as we keep going, like I said, I'm going to show you guys the press conference from yesterday from Police Chief Huff. Let me find it right now. It is kind of hard to hear. Let me find it. Oh, okay. Michael Vaughan, let's go. Let me actually go to, I'm just going to show the house. I'm going to put myself on small. This is, once again, the actual location that they have been searching. It's this house here. It's very, very close to where Michael Vaughan went missing. Let me find the video. It's somehow lost in in the thread of videos that have been coming out over the last couple days. Latest, here we go. I got to keep scrolling a little bit, but we're going to listen to the video from the chief. Who posted that? I think it was Rose. Yeah, she's posted a lot since then. Okay, sorry guys. We're scrolling back. We're doing it live. All right, here we go. This is really hard to hear, by the way, so you guys are going to maybe have to raise the volume on your devices. So keep that in mind as I scroll around and try to size this out. But this is the chief from yesterday. If you guys are just joining the stream, we are waiting currently on the information to come out from the courtroom. Alexandra Duggan is at the courtroom. Let's see if she's tweeted again real quick. 14 minutes ago, yeah, she said that they're waiting. Their testimony from some other unrelated matter is happening. They're currently waiting for Sandra to appear. So let's go ahead and listen to the chief's statement from yesterday after their second day of digging. Like I said, it's very quiet, so you might have to turn your laptops up or turn your device up.
Missing Michael Vaughan. He's been missing since July 27th of 2021, and the work has not stopped. We've received over 1,500 leads. Many of them have been cleared. Obviously, we continue to work those. Recently, we came across some very credible information, which led us to this house here at 1102 Red Wing. We received a search warrant, and we started excavating the backyard of this residence due to the fact that there's potential for Michael's remains to be in this backyard. This is arduous work. It's going to take us a while to get this done, but we're not going to stop. We're pretty confident in the information that we received, and so we're just going to keep going.
I don't know if anyone's able to actually hear that. Obviously, everyone's comments on the live stream are like, I can't hear anything. But he's kind of repeating what we already know because this is from yesterday. But they're there because of a credible lead. We actually know more now. Bye, Saleo, by the way. Good to see you. But I'll keep playing this at least for the time being.
Is there a medical examiner on scene right now?
Also, I'm seeing Cam is saying cadaver dogs on scene. So I'll look into that while we're playing this.
There is not. There is not.
Okay. And is there anything that you found so far that concerns you, or is it still just a process?
Other than utility lines, no.
Okay.
Can you give? Oh, sorry. Can you give any information on the homeowners or the people living on the property?
I cannot. This is an ongoing investigation. I'm not going to jeopardize that. We're working really hard. You guys know for well over a year now. I think it's extremely important that the public be patient with us, as we have been patient during this investigation. Right?
Also, so can you speak on the canine dogs out here? I mean, did they alert on anything, or?
I'm not going to speak to the indications dogs may or may not have given us, but I will confirm the fact that we do have and remain sent dogs on site.
Okay.
And have that.
And can you talk about where the dirt's going? Is it going to be analyzed?
The dirt is going to a location off-site where it will be processed.
And what has this case been like for the department? Because I know how hard you guys have worked, and it seems like, you know, to have something as kind of a lead after a while has to be, you know, at some point kind of, you know, getting a little closer.
Yes. I'll just tell you that we are all very...
We're actually going to... This is kind of just him fielding questions now from reporters. I just found the TikTok page for Sarah Wandra, and there is a video from what looks like the backyard that they're searching in. So let's watch this really quick. For those just tuning in, I see that there's people kind of in and out right now. Freckles, good to see you. we are waiting on more information around the case, the Michael Vaughan case. There's somebody that has been arrested in connection. That person is Sarah Wandro. We have her page pulled up right here on TikTok. I have deleted TikTok off my phone, but I am still able to access it on the computer. So let's watch through a few of these videos here, because this is someone that posts pretty often, you guys. This is like another Jody Sue, right? It's like, okay. Let's just see what this one is.
So this is April 13th, 2022. Me and my husband's anniversary, April 13th. Do you see what that is? That is snow. Snow freaking way. So this is April 13th.
Okay, so snow. Isn't snow in Idaho pretty common in like March and April sometimes? Anyways, Laura Stevenson's Life. Thank you for the 99 cents. I forgot that I still had my notifications up where my face goes like this, but there they are. Thank you, Laura. I really appreciate that. Everyone, any and all donations for this channel go towards the production of my documentary that I'm currently in the process of finishing. And so it all goes a long way. I really appreciate it. I'm currently in the process of tallying up how much money I owe for licensing old news footage for the double homicide that my documentary covers. And let's just say it's $50 a second to license the footage. And I'm needing more than like quite a few seconds. So it's very, very kind. So thank you. And it goes a long way. So thank you so much. And your donations are going towards getting another case out there, a cold case out there into the limelight again. And so it goes a long way. Thank you. Miss Demeanor says she's slurring. Yeah, we don't know who she is though. So maybe she slurs, right? We'll just have to see. But let's listen to, I don't know why that went to that. Let's listen to a couple of her other videos. Oh, I didn't read the caption. She just says, "I'm just so in awe of Jesus today," which once again, no judgment coming from me here, but it's like, whew, I'm just not one to post this kind of content about myself. That's another thing. Like, it is what it is. My big thing is like, I just have the things that I'm into, and I guess I just don't feel the need to like post. I mean, what is this video? It's just her listening. I don't know. It is what it is. She's using it as a mirror. She's using it as a mirror. She's like, I don't know. The internet is just it's a dumpster for all it's just the most pointless stuff, right? I mean, there's a lot of people just creating kind of pointless content, but it is what it is. Someone said her Jesus GoFundMe is horrible. What? Her Jesus GoFundMe is horrible. What are you talking about, Lex? Red Becky, why does she film herself up close like this? I don't know. All right.
So.
Oh, we have her talking now.
We all have standards of perfection that we expect people to live up to. Whether we want to say that.
We all have standards of perfection that we want people to live up to? Wait, what did she?
We all have standards of perfection that we expect people to live up to. Whether we want to say that or not out loud. And God's standard of perfection is way higher than ours. But there's a huge difference between us humans and our standard of perfection and God and his standard of perfection. See, God provided the standard, but he also provided the perfection, the way to perfection, which is Jesus, the Son. So, but we can't provide other people.
I'm not gonna knock her for anything, but yeah, I just am curious about who she is as a person, so that's why I'm just kind of looking at a few of these.
Okay, so I don't want to say too much about, like, what happened to these boys, but, like, something happened pretty bad to them by their family member, and the woman that I'm advocating for needs to show up in court so that she can get justice for her boys, but she can't afford to go there by plane or anything else.
Okay, what GoFundMe? Oh, there's a GoFundMe in her description still. Okay, hold on. Let me just make sure this doesn't pull up something funky. Okay, need to get justice for my boys. This is the GoFundMe that she is promoting. Is this 7 months ago, 5 months ago? My name is Sarah. I'm advocating for my friend who needs to get justice for her 2 boys. She needs to show up in court a few states away and has an autistic son. Okay. She can't afford travel. Okay, so this particular one just sounds like it's she's trying to raise money for her friend to go to travel. Which one are you referring to, Lex? Which GoFundMe? Once again, I don't know enough about this GoFundMe. I don't know enough about her friends. I don't know enough about any of this to knock anything here. Once again, just kind of trying to peer into the life of who Sarah Wandra is. We're going to quickly play this and then check in on Alexandra at the courtroom in Fruitland, Idaho, to see if she has appeared in court. Because if you're just joining, Sarah, I'm getting Sarah and Wandra mixed together and blending them. But the woman we're seeing here has apparently been arrested because she knowingly had knowledge of Michael Vaughan's death and failed to report it. So we're going to quickly watch this backyard video one more time, and then we are going to check and see if there's any updates.
13th, 2022. Me and my husband's anniversary, April 13th. Do you see what that is? That is snow. Snow freaking way.
Snow freaking way. I didn't catch that joke the first time. Snow freaking way. There's snow. There's snow freaking way. Snow way. 2 grills, by the way, as well. 2 barbecue grills stacked back to back. My dad has like 2 or 3 grills, so I'm not gonna comment on that. 3 minutes ago. Here we go. 4 minutes ago. We got more on the thread, guys. We got more on the thread. 7 minutes ago. Okay, here we go. We have a lot. We have a lot going on. We are going to read through these now. I'm going to make them larger. Oh my goodness, guys. We're going through testimony. Okay, here it is. 12 minutes ago. State says on or about November 12th, Sarah Wandra failed to notify law enforcement of the death of Michael Vaughan with intent to prevent the discovery of the manner of death. Wandra says, quote, I understand what they've said. It's not correct, end quote. State says Wandra is already on pretrial release for firearm charges. Quote, this shows she is a danger to the community, end quote. There are serious quoting again the state. There are serious implications in her being aware of his whereabouts. The state asks for a $1 million bond. Hashtag Michael Vaughan. Defense asks for electronic monitoring with a lower bond. Judge sets bond at $500,000. 10 a.m. November 21st is next hearing. After that, 9 a.m. on November 22nd. State says the case is so high profile, there are privacy and jury concerns should the details of the probable cause affidavit be released. We worry about the impact if it would have that it would have on the investigation. Quote, this could jeopardize the future proceedings considering the public nature of the case at this time, defense says on the seal of court docs. Judge seals it. So we have more sealed documents, not the exact same situation as the Delphi, but very similar. We have things sealed. But let's go back into this thread real quick. It sounds like, Alexandra is still continuing to tweet, so we're going to keep refreshing this because she is there live. Guys, we just hit 700 people in here, by the way. Please hit that like button, help the channel grow, help the channel get out there to more people. Even if you're just joining for a moment and leaving, tap that like button on your way out if you do leave. But let's read through this again because this is very interesting, okay? State says on or about November 12th, Sarah failed to notify law enforcement of the death of Michael Vaughan with intent to... So they must have had some sort of... What does this mean, guys? Read her Facebook page. She seems like she was crying out loud in Bible scripture on your sins. I'll have to get to her Facebook page another time, Sherry, at some point. I'll definitely dig into that. I'm sure her Facebook page will be removed actually soon. Someone will probably take it down. So what does this mean? Help me out here. Help somebody out who doesn't know how these kinds of things go down. Are they saying November 12th, on or about November 12th, as in 2 days ago when they first began searching at the house? She failed to notify law enforcement of the death of Michael Vaughan. So did they have probable cause? Or did they know, based on the whatever that tip was, that lead, did they know that she was lying based on that question? And so then that's why they knew it was failure to... I don't know what that means. Or is this November 12th of last year? No, this would be this November. Or would it be the November just following? It wouldn't be the November just following his disappearance because he went missing in July. It wasn't 4 months in. So this has got to be just from November 12th, 2 days ago. They must have asked her 2 days ago and she lied. Chris, good to see you, my friend. Thank you for joining. Update. State says on or about November 12th. Thank you for the update, Alicia. Really appreciate that. I'm going to shout out to the mods that just pop in and out, by the way. I am not a YouTuber that is very good at scheduling things. And honestly, when you do this kind of stuff, geez, I'm so sorry for knocking the microphone. When you do this kind of stuff, it's really hard to like schedule when you're going to go live. I should probably do more of like a schedule thing anyways. But when you are following cases like this that have breaks in the cases, like breaking news, those kinds of things, it's really hard to do that. And so I appreciate the mods that pop in and out. So shout out to Alicia. Shout out to, I think we saw Angela in here earlier. I think Angela's still in here. And shout out to Alexa. Shout out to the mods that pop in and out. Really appreciate it. But yeah, and Linda, thank you so much for becoming a level 1 supporter. Linda, thank you for joining the stream. Everyone say hey to Linda in the chat. But yeah, let's refresh Alexandra's Twitter again. Okay, she's done. That's it. They're getting food now. So good for her. She's going to go get some food. She's been busy. There are risks of harm or persons should that information be released, judge says on the affidavit. So it is sealed. They are done, and they are going to go get food now. That's it. Once again, Sarah Wandra, the bond has been set at $500,000. The state asked for $1 million bond. The judge set the bond at $500,000. And once again, the state said that on or about November 12th, Sarah failed to notify law enforcement of the death of Michael Vaughan, which the wording on that is strange as well, because we were seeing that she had knowledge of Michael Vaughan's death. Okay, no, that's... Wow, so yeah, she's got to know way more. Clearly she knows way more. Failure to notify law enforcement of the death of Michael Vaughan with intent to prevent the discovery of the manner of death. Pretty wild indeed. Daffy Dill, first time seeing this stream, like it already. Welcome, Daffy Dill. Thank you for joining us. You are amongst the now 27,012 people that are also here, a part of the channel. I cover true crime cases, missing persons cases. I have, in the last several months, been devoting my time to covering and creating a feature-length documentary on a double homicide that took place in Kansas 20 plus years ago. And so I am just getting back into the YouTube stuff. And so I appreciate you joining. Thanks for stopping by. Cheryl sounds like she knows how he died. Yeah, that's what I'm saying. The wording on that is interesting. Cohen, Jay Cohen. Yep, felony. Oh wait, Jerry Ann. Is that Jerry Ann? Oh, my mom's name is Jerry Ann, but it's spelled differently. Felony murder. The charge is for a date more than 3.5 months after he disappeared, though. Telephone poles are 100 feet apart, so 10.5 poles away. Wow. I'm pretty sure that she lied 2 days ago or told them about it 2 days ago. Yeah, I think so, Chris. Cindy, good to see you, Cindy. Makes you think it happened. Makes you think it just happened that Michael was alive till recently. Crazy cat lady. That's another thing I haven't really thought about. There's no way. If Michael Vaughan has been alive at this home, and then this just recently happened, I don't know. Man, was this lady, was she just crazily keeping him at the house? And God, it makes me want to go through every one of these TikTok videos over the last year. Like, who is this? That's her husband. Guys, Subway can't save that. Guys, go work out. Not to be rude. That was very rude. Guys, Subway's not even that good for you. But gosh, this guy. If they knew, what are the rules? Not the rules. What's going on? There's no way they knew this whole time. God, this is disgusting. These people. Wow. There's no way. There's no way they've had him this whole time. This is tragic. Wow. I'm going to guess that her husband killed Michael and she found out after she got out of the hospital, but she didn't report it until the feuding via the divorce, which would have helped to reveal and it cuts off. But Lene, that's interesting. And Lene, you have more information than me. I have not dove deep enough to know that there was even a divorce. But yeah, I'm going to guess. Okay, yeah, I just read that. Without the evidence, how can they know she's not lying? Well, I mean, that's the thing. I'm sure that they are piling on the evidence. And if they find Michael Vaughan in that backyard, which I want to know, have they concluded the search for the day? Are they still out there? Like, what are the updates on the actual search? Because obviously they have arrested her. Here we have actual screenshots from the arraignment here. Sarah Wandra is in court being arraigned for failure to report. She doesn't look happy, guys. Ooh, she does not look happy. She looks inconvenienced that she's in court on a Monday. Oh, yikes. Bullhorn Betty. That name always comes up and it's always dramatic. So everyone's talking. I just had to read that. Someone's talking about Bullhorn Betty. I feel like that name came up during the Brian Laundrie case and it was only attached to drama. So I don't know what Bullhorn Betty is doing, but drama. Yeah, so this is the same thing I came across earlier, showing the TikTok from the backyard. I don't know really what else there is to go through, guys, and I don't want to make this video too terribly long. Obviously, we've gone through kind of everything. Well, no, we haven't gone through everything. There's clearly so many things that we haven't gone through, but I don't know what all I want to go through without knowing what is what, right? I don't want to go to the wrong Facebook page, for example. I don't want to go down too many rabbit holes without having the info. But if this is really her here, then this would be Sarah Wandra. We could, I guess, go through the old Facebook page before we hop off. So this is them. That was clearly the guy from the Subway video. This doesn't look like her. She looks a little, well, yeah. She looks different in her TikToks than in her Facebook. Looks like that's them as well from March. Here he is with no facial hair from February. It doesn't say February of what year. So it's hard to pin exactly when this was. And then the Bible verses. Okay, so November 19th, 2021. So everything that we just saw was after November 19th of 2021 at the very least. Here they are again. And that's all her profile pictures. Okay, so yikes, you've got people commenting on her Facebook page, where is Michael Vaughan? So yeah, people were clearly finding her prior to all this coming out. Chris David says, she spilled the tea by now. They should have been able to find him if she knows. I don't know, Chris. That's the thing. She may not have spilled the exact tea. She could be leading them on a goose chase in that backyard, a goose chase, rabbit chase. I don't know what I'm saying. Who knows? There's got to be some sort of evidence, though. Freckles, yeah. They're not going to say exactly what they know, everything that they know right now. They've got to have some serious, probable cause to make an arrest and to set the bond at $500,000. So there's a lot more that they're sealing here. $1 million bond is for a serious crime, down to $500,000. Victoria is in here. Oh, Victoria, good to see you. What is Victoria's comment? Oh, hello, Victoria. It's good to see some of the old familiar faces and names, I guess I should say. You guys I'm not seeing your faces other than some of your profile pictures. Good to see some of the familiar names in the chat, you guys. Thanks for popping by. Thumbelina, I hope Brandy doesn't see this, or I hope they told her first. Yeah, I think that Fruitland has been pretty close with Brandy and the family, it seems, throughout this entire process. So I would imagine if they did everything properly, they would have let the family know, hey, this is what's happening. This is what's happening later today. Usually, as long as they're not giving out details in the case, they can at least let the family know of like press conferences, those types of things. And they may not have been able to tell them exact details of what they were doing, but they probably gave them some sort of a heads up. And so, yeah, what did Bullhorn Betty do? Blondie Ohio, I imagine that's what it is. Brandy is torn up badly because of what BHB did. Is that Bullhorn Betty? What did Bullhorn Betty do? And why is Bullhorn Betty always attached to drama? What is going on? Ray, I definitely don't look like my profile pic. Everyone should pick the best photo of themselves for their profile picture. There's nothing wrong with that. This is my profile picture on Twitter. I kind of look like that. I look like I'm not sleeping as much lately, and that's because I'm not. I'm working on this documentary, but I'm getting my sleep schedule back on track. But so we won't knock someone. Wait, someone's knocking on my door. Hold on. Package. Sorry. Normally they just leave it. They don't knock. That freaked me out. I'm like, who is here? Fresh. Today, BHB rang law enforcement and played the call on a live with info Brandy wasn't notified of. Wait, what? Yeah, that's a little out of hand. I like your surprised face better. Thanks. Be careful. Comments about BHB the other day on YouTube permanently banned my account. Wait, I comments about BHB and others in chat, and it happened too. She's reporting everyone who says anything bad about her. I haven't said anything bad about her. I've just spoken my opinion. So I just said the only thing I see with her seems to be dramatic. But yeah, if my page disappears, I guess YouTube deleted it because of BHB. But I have nothing else to say. Mine of a drawing. Mine's of a drawing of a dead girl with black roses for eyes. Okay, guys, I don't know what else to really go into. We have 771 people in here at this point, and this is the most people that have been in the stream, and yet we're kind of at the end of what is going to come out today. Alexandra, her final tweet of the day was, "We're done. We're going to get food." She just tweeted again after that and said, likely no updates for now. Abby will be on scene at 4 p.m. Mountain Time. I will be at the courthouse. We are doing 2 live segments. So it's 4:45 on the East Coast right now. It's 2:45 Mountain Time. So in just over an hour, there's going to be another reporter on scene in Fruitland at the location that they're, I would imagine, still likely digging for Michael Vaughan. My beautiful wife is calling me now, and I must answer. Give me 1 second. Hello? Hey. Okay. She's on her way home. I love when she's on her way home. This is perfect timing because I'm going to end the stream now, but it sounds like there's going to be another second round of kind of searching that will take place today. I don't know that they've completely ended their search with this arrest of Sarah Wandra. However, we're going to end the stream for now. Please hit the like button on your way out. Maybe we'll do a dual stream. Maybe we'll stream again tonight. Maybe there will be more information around the Michael Vaughan case later tonight. The day is still young, especially down there on Mountain Time. It's only 2:45 there. So if you could, of the 800 people in here, if you could hit the like button and subscribe for when we do go live next, whether that's later tonight or tomorrow. I will be following the Michael Vaughan case and some of the other cases that we follow on this case, on this channel. I'll be picking back up on those as more develops on those as well. I'm also getting a call from the insurance company, so I need to answer this as well. Hello?
Hey, may I speak to Aaron?
Yeah, this is him. Okay, this is my insurance company, and I actually have to go like now because I gotta go. Okay, there might be another stream later. Hit the like button on the way out, guys. Thank you guys so much. Really appreciate it. See you guys in the next one. I wish I could say bye in the chat. I normally do that, but I can't on this one because I got to take this call. Okay, thanks, guys. See you in the next one.